On today's expose, Sexy Exies, I needed this as much as you because I'm going to be rural. I didn't remember who this character was. I was like, I vaguely remember this character from way back when. This is Berserker. So in the comics, Berserker has that Yondu hair going on, that like really
Yeah.
crazy like mohawk.
Yes.
Berserker was first introduced in 1986 in X Factor 11. He was created by Louise Simonson and her husband Walt Simonson. So he was mostly in the Mutant Massacre era. He kind of like was like, "Fuck you, Callisto," and he's like, "I'm making my own Morlocks," and Callisto's like, "Fine, I don't care." So Berserker left, and then a bunch of people got killed. He thought X Factor did it, who was the original 5 at that point. So he got really mad because his woman, Scaleface, got killed, and he was like, "I hate you, Cyclops, you did this." And Cyclops was like, "No, I didn't." And Cyclops was like, "Pew, pew, pew." And Berserker like landed in water, and his electrokinesis powers like made him burn up, so he was like thought to be dead all the way until Necrosha, when Selene brought him back to life. Boom. But yeah, that's kind of it for Berserker. Not a lot with him in the comics. Anything to add, Ryan? You made a face at me.
No, I was just sad when he died the first time. It was like it was getting his own cool little story, and then bam, dead. And then it was awesome when he did come back in Necrosha with all the other mutants too. So I was very, very excited for that.
I was too. He was a very quick little story. Like as I was reading his story, I was like, I remember this guy. But yeah, it had to take some research.
And this is
I don't know who this guy. I don't know who he is.
This is the first time that we see him. We'll see him actually in another TV show as well, too.
Oh, does it rhyme with Wolverine and the Mexmen?
Something like that. Yeah, you're right. You put it on the nose.
All my eyes gravitated to is he's 6'3", he's 186, and he's blonde. Perfect.
There you go. That's all you need to know.
That was it.
Mm-hmm. You know what they say about those tall and lanky boys?
Yep.
What did they say? I'm kidding. I know.
I'll tell you later.
So I heard.
I'll show you later.
Oh my.
Welcome to Bayville, my new home. It's time you remember why they call me Storm.
Look at me, I look fat. Do I look that fat to you? Easy, you fuzzy elf. Everything is going to be just fine.
Storm. 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 That was tight. I give it 2 thumbs up.
Welcome to this week's Solving for X. My name is Shawn. I'm the ultimate excavationist.
And I'm something of an X fan myself, Kevin.
Oh, here we go.
I would say that I am a huge X stan. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Jordan, also known as the girl with a great smile, and I am just a cosplayer.
Yay!
Very, very talented.
We love you so much.
we love you so much. Yes. Jordan, I cannot even tell you how much I love seeing what you produce. Like your whole thing as Tommy when you did the like don't be suspicious. I was cracking up. But then the next thing I know, funny. You're like a sexy Pikachu. I'm like, what can this bitch not
do? She's supposed to be scary Pikachu, not sexy.
That's what I said, scary.
Scary.
Thank
scary,
you.
Scary, sexy lady.
Yeah, it's a fun hobby. It was just like part of me growing up playing dress up, and then it became part of me being a West Hollywood go-go dancer VIP hostess. Walking around the streets in lingerie, and I wasn't even working. I just like attention. And then I elevated it to cosplay, which is also a fun therapy. Just getting creative and living the fantasy of one of my favorite fandoms, the X-Men.
So, speaking of, I always like to ask, I'll be the first to ask, what
Mhm.
brought you to X-Men?
Uh, which version do you want? PG-13, G-rated.
It could be as nasty as you want. That's
I was gonna say,
the
if
show
you've
for you.
listened to us before,
Okay.
you know you can get nasty.
So I was hooking up with this guy
Miss
in
Jordan.
church.
Wow.
And he showed me his X-Men comic book collection. And then I was like, oh, what is this character with, with capes and flying in the air and whatever? And then we made out. And then sometime after that, sometime after that, when I was doing drag, and also in West Hollywood, I remember that image. It was Storm, and she was flying in the air, controlling the elements, which you can't see unless she controls it. So I incorporate the use of fabric in my drag performances, and I was known as the drama queen. So fast forward to just a few years ago, I had a falling out with anime cosplay girls, and uh, turned back
Yeah.
to what I loved, which is animation, not anime, animation, and came back to X-Men, and then X-Men 97 happened, and it's been uncontrollable. I can't stop. So
I think
yeah,
I had the honor of helping you dress when you were a Storm at WonderCon.
yes,
That was really
that's
fun.
right. You were my
Yeah.
roomie. We were just friends.
I was your roomie.
We're just roommates, just
Yeah.
friends. Nothing happened. Nothing.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
We
because
did,
Kevin
except for
doesn't
the
go to
video in the
church.
sheets.
I was gonna say, well, that video of you and Cyclops and Jean says a little differently. But,
yeah, Kevin helped me out with Astonishing X-Men at WonderCon. Storm, that was the first time I wore her, and she was literally safety pinned together. But
She
it's
was.
about living the fantasy, and that's how I've been approaching cosplay. Um,
It was still fierce.
Thank you. Yeah, it was great. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
okay, it's
Yeah,
my
some of
time
the best
to be
outfits on
obsessed
Drag
about
Race are hot
Jordan.
glued.
Yes, Ryan.
I was like, my favorite is when I actually got to meet you at the first Uncanny, and you actually made that video for my nephew for his 5-year-old birthday, and you were like, "Happy birthday, Cameron!" And then we just sat and talked for like maybe 30 minutes after that, just
Was
you
it
telling
the
me
Lady
about.
Deathstrike?
Yes, Lady Deathstrike, and I have the yeah. And you were doing this, like moving your hands back and forth, because the way that your hands are constructed, it's like one of the most mind-boggling things that like you see. And then you're like, oh yeah, I just made it at the Dollar Tree. Like there's nothing. Yeah, it's all Dollar Tree stuff, and I'm like it's literally like when you see the like drag on a dime, like that
Yes.
contest and Drag Race, like you are the queen of that apparently. So like just
Thank
bow down to like you and all of your creations, because you're just so gifted, and thanks for blessing us with all of this too.
Yeah, beauty on a budget. You don't have to go broke. You can save your money on something else, like boys.
Yes.
And save your trim, even if it's from 10 years ago. You may use that trim later.
That's right. Some of
I've
those
been
things that
stalking you.
some of those things that you save, like even the box where your iPhone or phone came in. Why do we save it? Because we might use it later.
I could probably go into my closet and show you at
That's
least
why.
like the last 7 iPhones. It's boxes, not iPhones, just boxes.
Yeah, save it.
Cool. And did either of you have any other questions for our illustrious Jordan? Illustrious.
What was your favorite X-Men drag or X-Men cosplay that you've ever done?
Oh, my newest favorite X-Men cosplay is
Your exit, yes. Oh my god.
Hellfire Gala Exodus, designed by Saint Santi 15 on Instagram. I'm gonna dragify her and creating this waist illusion because I my waist is not this skinny anymore. But this is one of those. I love food, and food loves me. So, but yeah, that's my new favorite one because I'm. This is how bougie I get. How much time do we have? But this is how bougie I get.
As long
Okay.
as you want, darling. Yeah.
So I was inspired by the royal jewels when I toured the Tower of London when I went for my birthday
Oh.
vacation. Because I was really craving toffee, sticky toffee pudding. So I went to London and I got it. And then the other side of me is penny pinching my cosplay materials at the dollar store.
It's like, I just need to go.
Yeah, so I was inspired by looking at uh, the bourgeoisie, what they were, and then learning about British history, which is as effed up as American history. Where,
Hmm. Yep.
where at one point, the priests were trying to steal the jewels and the artifacts. It wasn't called artifacts back then; it was just facts. But they were trying to steal them, but they already owned possession of it. So where they were trying to forge papers to keep it within the priesthood. But yeah, so I remember seeing this design, and I remember reading about Exodus, and I'm like, this can be done so much better. And then I saw that design, and I'm like, I can do this on a budget. So far, I haven't spent anything on it because I've been reusing a bunch of things, including bed sheets that I've had for 10 years. And there's no stains on it.
Hashtag goals. Hashtag goals. Yeah.
Hashtag goals.
There's no stain on it. It never saw any action.
Oh,
No, that just meant that what's it called? You're very good at making sure everything's removed.
Actually, no, you can't with charmeuse. So I heard.
anyway.
You said I can go whatever.
I love it. I love it.
Anyhow.
I love it.
All right, we're gonna be serious now. What are we doing, Shawn?
So, Jordan,
Yes.
tell us. You were just recently on our stupid little project, Too Mutant to Handle. Can you tell us about your experience as our Jubilee?
So I'm as a Libra. I don't know.
I'm a Libra, darling. Yeah.
So I don't know about horoscopes or stuff like that, but what I heard is Libra is about finding the balance. So as a Libra, I struggle with the balance. Either I'm really, really nice or I'm terrible. So you gave me the green light to uh, to go terrible. So I did. That was the best that I can do. Because I also, from what I know of Jubilee, watching her from the original X-Men animated series, they pretty much just kept her in that cute teenage bratty girl. So I think having the opportunity to just go the other direction and knowing who's going to be in the cast, I'm like, how can I be a Jubilee that they haven't heard before?
Yeah.
So I think, I love the script. I love the interactions. It's like, um, uh, I said it before. Uh, if Bode Mayo kept writing
Yeah.
and kept writing the way he wanted to, and there's going to be no filters, I think this is the direction that it would go.
Oh my gosh. See, what a highlight, Shawn. What a
Maybe
beautiful sentiment.
Shawn.
I'm not gonna lie. When you said that, Jordan, in our little chat, that went to my head big time. I was like, "Oh my god, I'm on a pedestal next to Boda Mayo."
because I think the characters are saying said a lot of the things that they wouldn't get to say on Disney. So
Yeah.
so this was an opportunity. That's why I said, if we can get this animated, let me know. I'll pitch in as long as we don't get sued. Let me
Yeah.
know if there's any animators out there who are interested in, a little fan project. I'll pitch in.
Right.
I currently have $2.35.
We'll
We're
take
almost
it.
there. That'll buy half a coffee.
You can keep the 35
Well,
cents, but we will take the $2. We don't want to. We
Awesome.
don't want to give you nothing. Yeah.
well,
Let's
and
do
I don't
it.
know if y'all know this, but I actually went to animation school. I didn't graduate, but that's not important.
Oh,
But maybe we could put something together one day with that $2.
Just work really hard. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm always hard.
yes.
All right.
What was that?
What? Is something in your throat?
I wish.
You fit in
This is gonna
so
be
well,
fun.
Jordan. You fit in so well.
Oh my gosh. Absolutely.
I'm very shy, so.
Yeah, I can tell.
Uh,
All right. So on our previously on last week, we asked, do you think Evolution Storm and Logan are an item? Would you like to know how this played out?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
please.
Yeah.
So 21% said no. 32% said I wish, and 47% said yes. So yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Storm can get
I'm with
around
it.
too. Why not?
Yeah. Why not?
Mhm.
We had a couple of write-ins too. So we had John Carl from Cyclops is Waiting for Me wrote in and let me know that African Storm and Adrift are the two lowest rated episodes in all of X-Men Evolution. So he assured me I'm not crazy for not liking them because nobody likes them.
We also had to do them literally back to back. So I was like,
Back to
oh my
back.
god, poor Shawn. Like,
Yeah, I almost quit the podcast.
It's not bad. Well, it's interesting because when I was preparing for this episode and I was looking through the Disney Channel, oh my god, Disney app, X-Men Evolution was last on the X-Men row.
List of.
The Marvel,
Okay.
it was the last one, so it didn't get enough love.
no.
Yeah,
But
and it still doesn't.
yeah,
Mm-mm.
I can't say that I hate it, but I cannot say that I love
Right.
it.
Yeah.
Right.
I
You
have
know.
feelings, and we'll go into the feelings in a little bit. I'll tell you why. I have feelings.
Well, thank you for that marvelous transition because our listener MJ wrote in actually twice today. Wants to tell me he's watched Remember It 3 times now and it never gets easier. He said he cries every single
Oh,
time, and I told
gosh.
him, "Yeah, me too."
Yeah.
Oh,
That last line from Lenore, it's like, how do you not? Like, I
Yeah.
No.
can't feel you.
No.
Woo.
yeah.
Ugh.
He also said that he was driving listening to one of our episodes, and he said he almost crashed the car because he was laughing so hard when Ryan said, "What's a bra?"
You know. I know.
So you almost killed someone,
I'm sorry.
Ryan, with your pleasant attitude.
Sorry, MJ.
Last thing I wanted to touch on just real quick is since we recorded last, all 8 episodes of What If have come out. How do we feel about What If?
That was
Have we all
fast.
watched it?
I have not watched it yet. I haven't seen a single episode.
Come on!
I've been so crazy since before Christmas Eve, festivities, hosting parties, going to parties, going to the. It's been not so crazy. I had no time to live.
I'm sorry.
I get it, Kevin.
All I heard was fest. What followed after that?
Festivities.
Festivities. Okay. And celebration. I was wondering what you've been busy with because you
I know,
left
it's
me
been
on
nuts.
red.
No.
See,
Oh,
I mean, I know it's terrible. It's been terrible.
you heard it here first.
Like
Sexy
all day,
Exes.
cooking food, having to be hello. How are you? You want a soda? I'll go get you a soda. No, it's been crazy.
Life is
Making
hard.
lasagna.
It's hard.
Life is hard.
It took 4 hours.
Do you have any idea
My
how long
life.
it took me to make this lasagna? Like 4 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. We forgive you.
So, but I will watch it. I promise I will watch it.
Okay. Well, so today's episode, Joyride, it aired December 15th, 2001, written by Sidney Clark and Stephen Granite, and directed by Stephen E. Golden. Shall we get into it, lovelies?
Please.
Sure. All right. Oh, we have to introduce Jordan to our stupid way of speaking. So, I like to give reminders sometimes. So, we love Hocus Pocus, and Sarah Sanderson says, manor. So, whenever we talk about the Xavier Mansion, we say, back at the manor for the first time. Cameras monitor the outside grounds. We hate the name Lance Alvers because it's Avalanche, Alvers Lance. Casually strolls up in full costume. He earthquakes the gate and walks onto the premises. He easily dispatches the defenses as the X-Team suit up and confront him on the lawn. Lance announces he's come to join the X-Men. Dun dun! Lance insists he wants to join the X-Men, so Wolverine insists he's the Tooth Fairy. And I'm the Tooth Fairy.
Okay.
Get Dwayne Johnson over here.
Yes, right.
Yeah, that's true.
No, you go first.
also
Jordan. You go first, and I'll go. I'll say my comment after. Yeah.
Because you raised your hand, and I'm feeling like a teacher right now.
X-Men 101.
Ryan?
Yeah, X-Men 101, Jordan.
It's something that we do in my family. There's like 30 of us at family parties sometimes. So if someone has to say something, they're all like,
That's cute.
yeah.
Okay. So the team convenes inside to discuss Lance's request to join the team. Cyclops is the most skeptical of the team. Professor X is the first to offer Lance a spot on the team, and he orders Kitty to take Lance to his new room. Everyone leaves, but Cyclops stays to whine and complain to Xavier about allowing Lance onto the team. And Xavier insists that Lance Alvers' love of Xavier insists that Lance Alvers' love of Kitty Pride, will keep him in line. Wink,
He
wink.
does love that pussy, doesn't he?
Yeah.
That's
Yes,
right.
Back to I wanted to say back to when Shawn said with the X team suiting up when they were actually like suiting up to like meet Lance Alvers out on the lawn. I was like, this is like the most Batman Returns forever moment
Yeah.
we're ever gonna get. Like it was them putting everything on. I was literally waiting to see Cyclops' nipples. Like
Right. They're like,
it's like the Batman suit.
they
was
weren't
Kevin,
wearing any
I can assure
clothes
you.
under there. You've seen them. You've seen them already.
I was just gonna say. Right away, I thought of Kevin.
I think we all did. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it time for me?
Speaking
Yes,
of,
I
He loves Kitty. Go get him. Okay. So, Kitty and Lance arrive at his new room. Oh, did you catch this? Kitty's like,
No.
welcome to Mutant Matter. She said it. She said Mutant Matter. Yes.
We're so influential.
I was like, I know. I was like, oh.
Yeah,
I loved it.
Bow, too.
Yes.
Yeah. Lance is impressed by his new digs. He's like, I just gotta squiff it up a bit. And then he's like, pour my bag into a drawer. I'm all packed. I moved in. Kitty is about to leave Lance to snuggle into his own room. She stops to warn him that being an X-Man is no walk in the park. Like Jurassic Park. It's no walk in the park. Lance feels he can handle it.
You guys are terrible. Now I'm thinking of what type of underwear he put in that drawer.
Oh, it was definitely
I know.
boxers. And also I was like, why does he also give off that like messy top vibe? You know what I mean? Like the like when you go into the messy tops room and everything's all over the place, and like you see those memes and gifs. I was like, that's totally Lance.
Yeah, and then when you look into their drawers, you know.
Yeah, just try not to.
when they're in the shower.
He is shirtless in this episode, don't forget.
What?
When he gets out of bed, he's in his bed. He's like, I'm naked.
I thought he's wearing a shirt.
Yeah.
I thought it was a tank top.
No,
I thought it was a tank top.
With armpits.
Well, maybe he's wearing. I saw him on his bed. Like when Kitty wakes him up, when she's like, hey, no, you know what? No, sorry. When he wakes up, Kitty. It's when Jubilee comes. Oh, it's later. She's like, you want to go for a joyride with us? He's like, no, I'm gonna stay in bed.
I don't know.
You
You've
have
changed your
fun.
story so many times now. I don't trust you.
But yeah, I have to look again. But he looked shirtless to me.
Okay.
I got it. All right. Later, Lance joins the other New Mutants in watching Bobby Drake Iceman. Whoop whoop! Finally getting some airtime. Finally. Okay, so watch Bobby Drake learn how to fly the X-Jet. Bobby goes from 0 to infinity and beyond in launching the X-Jet. Lance is having second thoughts about this. The X-Jet is spiraling out of control and reveals that it's just a simulation. Bobby leaves the simulator and Logan is chastising him for his bad flying skills. Lance runs off feeling queasy. Xavier enters the room and chastises Logan for chastising Bobby. There's a hell of a lot of chastising going on.
Yeah, there's, you naughty girl.
Yeah. Nightcrawler's still on cleanup duty for his bada bing bada boom fiasco. He's regretting being an X-Man.
So, do you know that ride at Disneyland, the Millennium Falcon, where you like actually pilot it and people shoot
Smuggler's
and all
Run.
that?
It's at
Smuggler's
Disney World
Run,
too.
there you go.
Yes.
MGM Studio.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry, I was thinking.
So this reminds me, like Alan gets so mad because one time when we were on it, he was the up and down pilot, and he was crashing us really hardcore into the ceiling, and it just so happened that the ride broke completely at that point. So I told him, like, you killed us.
You broke the
crashed us
ride.
So hard we died. Yeah. And he's like, it wasn't me. I didn't do it. I didn't make us crash. I'm like, no, you did it. That's what this reminded me of.
Did you guys even get the spices?
The what?
Not that time.
Well, no, isn't that the goal of the Millennium Falcon, that like, you got to get the spices or something and then deliver them?
You want to get the coaxium, which is like an energy.
Coaxium. All right.
Yeah.
You took me to Dune. When you took me to Dune, that's what happened.
Oh yeah,
with the spices.
Yeah,
that might be where it's from. Yeah, I could be getting my stuff mixed up. My bad.
I've got plenty in the cabinet. I
love
that.
I'm all about Cumin. I mean cumin.
I got lots of that too.
Cumin.
Cumin.
Thank you, Kevin, for knowing that.
Yes.
I do like that they're continuing the Nightcrawler's punishment story, even though I still feel like he's so much worse than Evan, and Evan's like,
I know.
whatever, he gets to do whatever he wants.
Evan did almost just get kicked out of the school for nothing.
Yeah.
For maybe being learning disabled. Like, you know what I mean?
Right. Right. It's terrible.
Good
Yeah.
point.
Like, that episode really upset me, okay? Like,
It was very upsetting.
Yeah. Later, Cyclops leads the New Mutants in an exercise on the front lawn. First up is Magma. She easily dispatches the first two discs, but is almost hit by two others. Next up is Iceman. He wants to be hit by the dicks. He seems overconfident. He easily dispatches all of the dicks, but is almost hit by one of the frozen ones. Cyclops saves him. Now for Avalanche. Cyclops is snarky about Avalanche's old fruit bowl helmet. Avalanche gets mad and pretty much destroys everything. Cyclops is not pleased, but Kitty and the New Mutants are.
So, all right. So, Bobby is still straight in this show.
okay.
Yes.
Yes, but don't you all agree that he's kind of like portrayed a little bit more, maybe like, is he?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you know the problematic gaze. That's what I got from him in this episode. He's one of those. Which
He's one of those high-end
He's
gays.
acting out.
Yes, which I adore
Yeah.
because with some ecstasy, they are straight curious. That's, according to research.
According to research. Firsthand.
That's right.
I'd love to see some of this research.
Yeah.
There's some pictures online, but don't Google it. And don't Google my old name, Asia Vital. Do not.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You told me all about that. I remember. Yes.
I really thought those problematic gays liked me. Turns out they were just high on ecstasy.
Yeah.
I'm
You have
gonna
no
order
problematic-
you Uncanny this year. I'm gonna get all the
Problematic
tea.
queers here, so no worries.
Yeah.
Is it my turn now?
Oh, I just have to say, I loved the fruit bowl comment. Cyclops is like, much better than your fruit bowl. And they gave the creepiest smile. It's like, like, what are you doing?
I think all of his smiles are creepy.
Oh,
He's so awkward.
I have thoughts about
When-
Cyclops.
Yeah.
In this, he was, I don't know, he's not drawn that horribly bad here, to be honest with you.
No.
Wait, what? He's not horribly bad in this episode?
No, I said he's not drawn horribly bad.
Oh, I was gonna say that's why I like him because he was kind of toxic here.
He's slipping under.
Don't worry, Jordan, he's a horrible person in this episode. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Well, I'll tell you. Well, we'll talk about it.
Okay.
All right, Kevin has feelings too. Oh no. Oh, we're gonna talk about feelings in the end.
Feelings.
Feelings about this episode and Cyclops and evolutions. Okay, so the training continues in the danger room. Jubilee and Berserker are busy taking out targets. Avalanche is falling behind and he's almost spiked to death. In the control room, oh wait, this is the one where the spike goes between his legs. In the control room, Cyclops feels a little naughty. He programs the danger room. Why am I drooling?
You know why. You dirty
He
girl.
programs the danger room to knock a roller into Avalanche. The New Mutants laugh at Avalanche, and Cyclops and Nightcrawler high five, but Kitty ain't pleased. So I know they're not thinking about it, but right away I thought of Eiffel Tower. with a high.
High five.
So let me bring in some of my straightness in here. But yeah, right away I thought of. But then again, the best high fives, the best Eiffel Towers are not straight.
I love
But
that.
it's
I like
cosmic.
what you're saying. I'm listening to what you're putting down, my friend.
Yes. But yeah, so this is one of the first feeling. I thought of
Yeah.
a gay Mean Girls. Not that Mean Girls wasn't gay, but this is this was very Y2K, teen movie, and brought me back to the bullies in high school, which a couple of them I had a crush on, and found out later, anyway. But the point is, the point is, there's it's coming from a truth that these writers are pulling from, and it had to be elevated so it can be entertaining. But this is one of those first times watching, not watching this episode, that I remember why I didn't like it. So this is the not popular
Mm.
not popular opinion. Is I remember the bullies, and even though they were bullying me, I forgave them because they were hot.
You made Ryan so mad he got up and left.
And turned out later, there's a reason why they were bullying me as a queer kid.
Mm-hmm.
Is this being recorded?
Winky face.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. Everybody
There-
can see your wink.
Yeah, there's a reason why they're bullying the queer
wait. I
kids.
can't do it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember my bully's name was Adam Hall, and he would pick on me so much for being femme.
How do you spell
And
it?
one time, well, you'll find that
Jordan's
he got
getting him.
you'll find out he got in a drunk driving accident and killed someone. But yeah, besides that,
Oh.
I know, too real. One time I just turned to him and said, "Takes one to know one," and he got so mad at me. And there's truth to that because he recognizes it and it bothers him
Yeah.
because he doesn't want to know about him.
Yeah,
Mm.
game recognizes game.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's the
game
right way to
recognizes
say.
game.
I don't know if that's a right way to say that phrase, but it's very wise case that popped in my head.
Yeah.
Yep. And yeah, I just called out my bully, and I don't care. I don't care, bully.
You have a podcast
that?
and he doesn't.
Yeah, I'm going places, kid.
Right. I've got an animated X-Men series coming out. Just you wait.
Yeah,
We've already raised $2.
I'm right up there with Bodamayo.
Get it, girl.
That's right. Wait, who's Avalanche again? Oh, Lance Albers.
Yeah.
He is a little forgettable.
It's after 5 p.m. on a Monday, okay? And it's a holiday for me. So
Yeah, and we all know you'd like to go to bed early. That's
That's
you
right.
need your sleep.
well, I go to bed at 9 o'clock, but it doesn't mean I'm asleep. I just go to bed. You saw me, Kevin.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Did. Yeah.
I know.
You
just
were awake
love
when I got
how,
in the
like,
room.
You take us on this like roller coaster where like 1 second we're giggling about bullies and then the next second we're like talking serious about them. The next second we're like, who's Lance Alvers?
Well, you're the one who brought up the car accident and killing someone.
I know.
Touche.
Not his car accident. The bully's car accident. Yeah.
But yes, yay, bullies. Bullies have a reason why they bully.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Adam Hall. Your turn, Kevin.
All right. The next practice is in the pew. Cyclops calls for the victims to take their place in the pew. Nightcrawler, Spike, Rogue, and Kitty all volunteer to be victims all their lives. Iceman, Wolfsbane, Cannonball, and Avalanche prepare to save the drowning victims. Cyclops blows, the whistle, and each New Mutant saves the victim in a different way. Iceman makes an ice path. Wolfsbane swims in wolf form. Cannonball blasts toward Kitty. Avalanche throws a lifesaver. I cracked up so hard. I laughed so hard. It was so funny. Anyway, Avalanche throws a lifesaver at Rogue's head. And then throws Cannonball off course and flirtatiously saves Kitty instead. She gets so wet. Oh, that Kitty is so wet. I'm all wet. Can I come in? Come in.
Come in.
Is that what? Do you put that in your lasagna?
It's the main ingredient.
Do you ship?
No.
It's just a big pile of cum with like some cheese on it.
Don't forget the meat. The meat sauce is very important.
Oh my.
Oh, perfect.
So it was intentional that he threw the thing.
Life preserver.
Yes, the life.
It's a lifesaver in this thing, but
Yes. So that was intentional?
Yeah, he was supposed to save Rogue, but he wanted to save Kitty, so he's like, "Here's this preserver, bitch. Let me go get Kitty. I want that Kitty."
I want that kitty. That's what he said.
Right.
Yeah.
I also wanted to ask, do you
Speaking
guys
of-
think that Wolfsbane is going to be more helpful in water in wolf form or in human form when saving
Human
someone?
form.
What?
Human form.
Yeah, so she transformed into a wolf to go like bite someone to drag them to. Wouldn't human form be so much easier to actually just grab them and like swim
Doggy
away?
paddle.
Yeah.
Maybe doggy paddle. If maybe doggy paddling is faster, but I think that's maybe a human can swim faster.
Yeah, I
than
know.
Doggy paddling.
Right. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I just thought it was
I do
funny
also
because I was like, rain.
Rain. Ronnie.
She's just like, look what I can do.
Yep.
Gotta show off the talents.
That's
Yeah.
true.
To each
I
their
do
own.
think it's funny that Kitty and Evan are like, they're basically in charge of the New Mutants. I'm like, you bitches just got there too. Like, you don't even know what you're
I know.
doing yet.
And I don't even feel like it was a full year that they were all together prior. Like season 1 was like 6 months, maybe 4 months to be honest with you. And then like right after, now they're like, all right, let's accept these like 26 new kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, we're the old ones.
We're the old ones. Let's all get in the pool in our uniforms.
I'm sure that wasn't heavy on the people rescuing them, but whatever.
Yeah.
All right. Jubilee, Cannonball, Iceman, and Avalanche enter the garage in skivvies. Scott and Kurt follow. They find Scott's car is wrecked. Again. For the third time. The New Mutants hop in the Jeep and Lance Alvers drives them away, leaving an angry Scotty behind.
Mm-hmm. Scotty kind of naughty.
Oh,
That's what I was
okay.
thinking when I said it. I have an issue with this van. When
Tell us
and
about
where
it.
did they have ever had? When have they ever had a van?
True.
An X van.
Yeah, I don't know.
In this show,
Yeah.
Right now in this
Merchandising.
episode, Ryan, we're talking
Wait.
about
Merchandising.
wait, wasn't there
That's true.
what was that? Not The Gifted, but there was another live action.
Legion.
Was that? Did they have a van
I
there?
don't remember.
Or am I misremembering something in high school? Anyway,
Did something happen in a van?
Yeah. Go on, Jordan. Tell us more about this van in high school.
No, it wasn't high school. It was, when was that? Oh, that's right. I was this girl in community college, and I was walking by myself under the freeway, and there was this van, and then the door opened, and the guy said, "Hey, miss, come here." And I looked, and it was this guy, and he was just playing with himself. And then I just looked, and I was like, okay. And then I walked away, and I realized it was an opportunity for me to have anonymous sex. One of the
See?
things I regret in my life.
It's also the beginning of yours and Kevin's relationship. I love this origin story.
That was the day you met.
I was so innocent at that point. No, I'm glad I didn't go in that van because, stranger danger. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably a
but
murder.
anyhow, what were you?
Yeah.
Candy.
What?
They didn't even offer you candy.
No, he was, but he was playing with it. It was a Twizzler.
Not a
Not
Twizzler.
big then.
Very nice.
At least the big stick.
They're sugar free.
So at least it's healthy.
Does that answer your
Coming.
question, Ryan, about the van? No.
Yeah. All right. I just needed to make sure that
What are we talking about? That's so funny.
How did we get here?
Jordan, you're welcome back whenever you want to come. I just want to let you know that.
All right, let me check my calendar because I'm on another bougie trip in a couple of weeks.
Well, I cannot wait to see what cosplay this boozy trip inspires.
Oh, wait, well, no. Can I just distract you all for a second? I'm going to be at Creating Change Conference, which is an LGBTQ conference in Las Vegas, Nevada, which is happening the same time as the AVN Awards week.
Oh.
Oh,
I already have my hotel room. I'm just telling you guys, I already have my hotel room. And one of my friends is nominated for the Gay VN, Andrew Delta. Andrew, I wish you luck. I wish you a lot
Good
of
luck,
luck.
Andrew.
Good luck, Andrew.
But anyhow,
Probably have seen
back
your
to the
work.
show.
No.
Yeah. See, I don't do studio porn, so it's not yet anyway. So it's like I'm safe.
You're an indie snob. That's what you are.
Yeah.
I only
yeah.
do. I only do indie films.
Yeah, right.
What are those
Such a
festivals
sorry.
called where like they do the indies films or whatever?
Isn't
Like
it?
Sundance?
Sundance?
Sundance? Yeah. I can't
Yes,
wait to go to
yes.
Sundance Porn Festival. Yeah.
There you go. Yes.
There must be one. Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, look up the movie Inside Dutch. You'll see me naked yelling at horses. It's beautiful.
Oh, that's so poetic.
Yeah, you yell at those horses.
That's right.
It was a weird movie. I don't even understand what happened, but it was there. So.
It's called
Okay.
art. It's
Yeah.
art.
It's art.
Okay, where are we?
All right.
yeah,
Later
where-
at
where are we?
school, number 9. Later at school, Lance says goodbye to the other new mutants. Once he's alone, he's confronted by the Brotherhood. They heard he's living with the ex-losers. They threaten that Mystique will be so mad when she gets back. Lance tells them Mystique ain't coming back. As Lance Alvers walks away, Boom Boom taunts him by saying the X-Men will never accept him. Boom.
They're all gonna laugh at you. They're all gonna laugh at you.
They're all gonna laugh at you.
They're all gonna laugh at you.
I have to admit, I was very happy that we get to see Boom Boom, even though she only had one line, really, basically. But she left the X-Men, and she had that amazing episode and everything. And now we
Yeah.
have to see Boom. All right, yes, everyone, I have a crush on Boom Boom. I love the character Boom Boom.
I knew it.
You know, it's,
She lives
Not
I
as
in
want
high as
her
I
in your
do now.
room so you can be together.
forever in my room. Together in my room. Yeah, there you
Boom,
go.
boom, boom,
All right.
boom.
Me? Okay.
Hmm.
Um,
Yes.
what?
You get to
I
have
don't
you
know
get
how
to
to do the voice. Back
Yep.
at the manor. How do you do the voice?
Mana.
Back at the manor.
Back
Back
at
at
the
the manor.
manor. Later that day. Wait, it sounded like Nosferatu. Uh,
I want to see that movie. I want to see that movie.
I'm seeing it tomorrow. Ah!
back at the manor. Later that night, Lance changes into his nighty night clothes. He's going back to his room when he sees the new mutant seeking out. Downstairs, Kitty is prepping a late night snack for Bobby. No, Kitty is prepping a late night snack. Bobby runs by, catching her peripheral vision. Kitty drops her pencil. She goes to pick it up, and Jubilee runs by, following a shambling Lance.
Julie. Julie.
Is it Jubilee?
You're welcome.
In X-Men 2, when when we were or when everyone was watching it for the pod, the subtitles said Julie instead of Jubilee, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Uh,
it says Jubilee,
Yes,
but the
yes.
subtitles is Julie
Yeah,
and it murdered us.
Julie.
I thought it was so funny.
Yeah.
Jubilee runs by, followed by a shambling Lance Alvers, and Lance sees Kitty's head face through the table, and he faints.
I would too.
That was a
You
fun
nasty
scene.
boys. I'm just reading the script. You're just giggling. Y'all are nasty.
Like Sinister's nasty boys.
We would be them, yeah.
Yeah, we would.
So yeah, I was like trying to figure out what was happening, and then then I
That
figured it out.
sums up this whole series.
Yeah. So Lance sees Kitty's head pushed through the table and he faints. You know that
How's your
trick,
head, Kitty?
huh?
How's your head, Kitty?
Oh yeah.
No complaints.
Yes, Jordan, yes.
So you know that trick of dropping a pen and then picking it up, not the bend and snap. Oh wait, you guys
Right.
won't relate to that. So back then, when I used to love wearing mini skirts, I used to.
Bend and snap.
You're talking to this is a very queer podcast. You can't
This is,
think that we
this
would
is
not know what
And
that is.
a theater performer.
that's right. That's
Exactly.
right. But yeah, so I used to love wearing schoolgirl skirts or short pleated skirts because that's when I learned that guys have a fetish with pleated skirts. So anyway, that's what I would do, especially at the clubs. I was going stealth at the time, trying to not pretending, but not letting people know that I'm trans, and it was such a fun thing to do, just dropping stuff on the floor and picking it up and letting the guys fantasize until
Oh.
one time at this. Anyway, I'm sorry. This trip.
No, you
One
can't.
time
You
at
cannot.
Kevin.
You cannot. Go on, this one time again. Go on.
This is going to be a 2-hour
Yeah.
show. So one time in band camp, I'm kidding. One time there's this place in Orange County, California, a
That's
nightclub
hard to
that's
rep.
notorious for people having sex on the dance floor. So I went with my friends, and I was wearing one of those short skirts, and there's this drunk Marine, and just I don't know why I let guys just grope me. Anyway, so he pulls me to behind one of the speakers, and then he pulls his dick out, and he just starts pumping, and I'm like, it's not gonna go anywhere. so then so then I know it. I was fully tucked and everything, and I'm like, this is great. But thinking back now, it's bad. Girls, it's bad. Okay, don't let guys grope you. But anyway, so And so there's a security guard just roaming around. And I'm like, there's a security guard. So he turns me around. So I'm facing the security guard and he's behind me. And his dick is just pushing through outside from. And then I never went back to that club that week. And then one time there was the Mighty Ducks hockey players. Yeah, the hockey players were great. But anyway, what were we talking about? What's that?
What was that?
Someone mowing their lawn?
My vibrator. You really turned me on with that story.
That was it. Anyway, so yeah, so Katie's head faced through the table and Lance Albert's face. Kevin, your turn.
All right. The New Mutants clandestinely. I know clandestinely. Drive off in a car. Bobby drives them all and shows them off using his ice powers. Jamie Madrox bumps the side of the car and multiplies, squishing Jubilee. Jubilee. The kids accidentally shoot off 2 missiles, which land harmlessly in the lake. Sam urges them to try other buttons, and they leave behind a fire. The fire burns through power lines, knocking them over. The New Mutants don't even notice. Nobody in the town notices. Not even the X-Men at home know that something went down. I would think that they'd have tracking devices on all these things, but nobody notices anything.
Why it wasn't even in the episode? Who knows?
Why would anyone pay attention to X-Men Evolution?
Oh, that's the real question.
Well, if we know anything from previous episodes, this town is not very observant at all. How many times have these mutants used their powers directly out
in front of people? Right.
Directly in front of people. In point of view. Like, the whole Beast episode, like, how many times did Jean deflect stuff? Like...
But the town knows. The town knows they're mutants, right?
Not yet.
They're not supposed to.
Or
What?
maybe
Not yet.
never. Or maybe never.
Isn't this crazy?
Or they're just stupid.
People are just sitting there wondering why their internet is out, and I don't know.
There's those weird kids again sticking their heads through the door.
There's that Jean stopping ping balls and grabbing him in midair.
And multiplying. I didn't know that was Jamie Madrox. I didn't know.
I
was
love
like,
though
suddenly
too
you multiplying.
I love that multiple is called multiple instead of multiple man because he's not.
Yeah,
man.
I saw that.
So he's multiple.
Just multiple.
Oh yeah, I also did like Jubilee here. She's a bitch. She's a two-faced, passive-aggressive Asian bitch.
The only thing I like about Jubilee in this is the way that they portray her powers when she actually is able to do like plasma blasts. That's the only thing that I like about Jubilee in this.
That's true. But she also has this straight Mulan haircut.
Yeah, she totally does. I was like, when has Jubilee ever had hair below her shoulders? Even like the only time she had it at her shoulders was like Generation X, kind of. You know what I mean? And then but this is like she's like full like Buffy, and Sorry, Shawn.
But it's not my show. It's not my show.
I feel like her design is too close to Magma. Like they basically
it's very
are
close.
Like the same. Like they're the female toys from the 90s where they just repaint them different colors. That's what she's giving me.
It's so crazy because when Jubilee started shooting fireworks, I'm like, when did Magma become Jubilee? I was like, so confused. I was like, wait.
She can shapeshift?
Yeah, I was like, oh wait.
Shawn, I know what you're talking about. I own both Polaris and
Yep. Exactly. And then I think there was like a Psylocke. They also had like an Emma, a Celine, and a Rogue that all were the same design. Yeah, those were bad.
Shame on you, Toy Biz. Shame on you.
Yeah, we know the difference. Girls look different.
Mm-hmm. All beautiful in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Back at the manor. The next morning, Bobby gets back to his room and lays down to sleep just in time for Xavier to announce a special early morning session. Kurt is already up and washing the X-Jet. Cyclops and Wolverine lead the sleepy time all-nighter New Mutants to the X-Jet. Iceman is excited about possibly getting to fly the X-Jet. Logan laughs at him and leads them to the garage. Wolverine opens the garage to find the X-Van destroyed. Cyclops automatically blames Lance Alvers for the van.
Yep. And I'm like,
He's
what are these kids doing all night? Are they just driving around like recklessly all night? Like they're not even partying or like getting fucked at a club or having a penis come through their thighs in front of a security guard. Like
This was the 2000s, and they're in the middle of nowhere, apparently, where literally nothing happens unless they blow stuff up.
True. And nobody will notice anyway.
Yeah. Because it's evolutions. I'm kidding.
Yeah. You're making Ryan so sad.
I know. I'm like, it's fine. I mean, it's fine.
It's fine.
But yeah, Cyclops is so this is where I like him because he's he's an asshole in this episode. It's especially, if he's, how old is he supposed to be in this one?
He's a
20?
teenager. No,
I
he's
wanna
still in
say
high
17.
17, 18.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, it takes me
Because-
back to the bullies in high school, which were hot.
Like Adam Hall.
I can't remember the names of my bullies. Yeah, but I remember how they looked like in the locker room.
Oh.
Interestingly, well, yeah,
Yeah.
because before I transitioned back in high school, I was just this, queer little twink, and I didn't know that twink had an appeal to jocks. They
But
weren't
now you
bullies.
do.
I know now I know. But yeah, Cyclops is mean here. I like him.
Yeah.
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 But
But-
where I like Cyclops the most? On Two Mutant to Handle, out now.
Mhm.
Oh, thank you.
Available, please read. Or listen, I mean.
Listen. I was like, read what?
But honestly, Kevin, your Cyclops was absolutely amazing. When I first heard it the first time, I was like, wait, is this the guy from 97?
Norm
Oh my
Spencer.
god. No, from 97. That's Ray Chase, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, 97. Okay.
Yeah.
But Norm Spencer, too. I
Okay.
can see some Norm Spencer in there.
I
R.I.P.
thought my Wolverine was pretty good, but none of you have said anything about my Wolverine, so fuck you all.
I thought it
guess
was
not.
Have you mentioned anything about
Wolverine?
Wolverine, like talking about him in it? No. So I wasn't able to like boast about it. Sorry, sir. You know I'm a
So-
gaslighter. I'll blow
So,
all that gas up there.
I don't know why I didn't register when I first read the script, and then after I listened, I'm like, who's this Wolverine? And then I had to look back. I didn't know you had that in you, Shawn.
Oh, I've got lots of things in me.
Yeah.
Yeah, including that vibrating sound that y'all heard earlier. No.
I know. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Talent.
All right. Stop. Oh my god, you won't shut up about it. Stop.
And I told
later
you,
that
but
night.
all I heard was when I said Scotty was Scotty too hottie, so I mean you got comps earlier. Yeah.
I know. I'm just giving you guys crap. Crap.
Oh crap.
All right. Oh crap. Oh crap. Later that night, Bobby, Jube, Sam, and Jamie sneak a boot. They are going to sneak out again, but they tell Jamie he has to stay behind. There's too many of you! Multiple. The remaining trio go to invite Lance Alvers along with them. Lance Alvers tells them to fuck off and goes back to sleep. The trio prepare to take out the X-Jet. Lance suddenly realizes what they're going to do and jumps up out of bed. He goes to wake up the kitty. Lance leads kitty to go check on the jet.
Yeah, I was waiting for a moment there, but they didn't go for it.
No.
Yeah.
I'm so disappointed.
But yeah,
Did you
when
hear
I-
though when
What?
Nightcrawler back when he was cleaning the jet, he said, "It's turning my fur kinky."
Yeah. I thought that was a bold line.
I'm like, interesting.
Yeah.
Choice of words there, Curtis.
it was a different time.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, so I remember. I don't know why I remember. This is what I remember. Kevin said that Lance Alvers was shirtless, and I remembered that he had a stained armpit tank top. I don't know why. I don't know why I thought that was hot.
It's like that.
But yeah, we're gonna have to rewatch
Rewind.
that.
I mean, 'cause I know he got up and had a tank top on, so maybe it was just me like seeing him on the side, so you only see the arm.
Oh, the
You know,
arm. Yes.
That might have been it.
I like how you're so like turned on by stained armpits, but like no stains on your bed. Like no.
No.
That wasn't by choice, Shawn.
Oh, okay. I'm
You know what else
sorry.
I like?
Oh no. Big butts and you
No,
cannot
this
lie.
is not this is not bad, but because I came from the 90s. I started clubbing in 91, and one of my earliest memories of getting really turned on, well, two things. One is Dracar Noir.
Oh my god, yes. Yes.
And Fahrenheit. I don't know why, but it smelled like dirty old man with money. And then, oh, there's three. The third one is the smell, the hint of Corona with lime. Just a hint. Not like the bottle's been open for an hour. It's just the hint of Corona with lime on a guy's breath, wearing white tank top and jeans. And then he has buzz haircut and he has tattoos all over.
I'm just writing a note to bring Corona with lime, jeans, and a tank top to Uncanny. I got the tattoos.
Hey, Jordan, are you officially coming to summer school?
What was that?
Huh?
Are you officially coming to summer school, or can that not be released yet?
Oh, I'm going to be there. That's
Oh,
all I
okay,
can
okay.
say.
Okay,
I'm
good.
I'm not going to be Exodus or anything. I'm not.
No. Okay.
No,
okay.
actually, no. Seriously, no. Because I'm still stuck on the pterodactyl in Savage Land. I don't know why.
Sauron.
What?
Do you want to be Sauron, or do you want to be the one that Jubilee rides?
Sauron. I call him Sauron, but I don't know why. I'm still obsessed with cosplaying him. So I don't know. Anyway, back to the show.
Oh my god, I cannot wait to see sexy Sauron. Or Sauron.
Right? It's so stupid. I love it. Where are we? What are we doing?
Shawn, that can't be in.
You can't tell me what I can put in.
Is it me now? Is it me?
We're on 14, right?
Am I
And
the
that's-
drama?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I think-
Always and forever, and we wouldn't want it any other way.
yeah.
So Lance, Alvers, and Kitty get to the hangar just in time to see the jet taking off. Lance orders Kitty to start phasing, and he pulls the two of them into the jet. What? And Bobby isn't the greatest pilot. The wings scrape against the wall. Jubilee finds hangar door controls just in time, and the X-Jet flies out into the city. Jubilee opens a roof and starts shooting off fireworks, and Bobby flies the jet up higher. This is where finally we see Jubilee's powers
Mhm.
more than just, disco lights.
Yep.
Plasmoids. She shoots plasmoids from her hands.
Yes.
Unlike the plasma that Kevin had in his lasagna.
It's
Aw.
human.
Come in.
No. Well, I was
Yes.
just referring it to his cum, so sorry. I was
See,
it's very funny from our
I am a shooter.
why did it take 4 hours?
Because of multiple man loads.
You have to give him time to regenerate, right?
Yeah.
Give him time.
Oh,
Anyway, Kitty and Lance Alvers hold hands and phase through the cock. Pit door. They find the trio goofing off. Jubilee loses concentration, and one of her fireworks hits the jet controls. The jet kicks into turbo. Bobby loses all control as the jet keeps picking up speed. Lance remembers he hates flying and becomes useless and throws up in a chair, even though you can't see it because it's invisible. And Kitty tries in vain to reach anyone at the manor, and the controls are fried. Yeah.
very
So,
cool.
so vomit.
Yeah.
You see the scene.
No, I don't have a story about it.
Oh, thank God.
I don't.
I'd rather not. That's thank you.
I'm gonna get fired for this.
I'm drafting up the paperwork right now.
Oh, okay. Whew, okay, sorry. Two military jets speed towards the discombobulated X-Jet. They try to hail the jet to let them know that they are in restricted airspace. Lance takes over and decides to show the military that they're friendly by using the PA system. And the dumbass shoots 2 missiles at them. Then the jet goes into evasive maneuvers. The military jets show that they are also friendly by shooting heat-seeking missiles at the X-Jet. Jubes pew-pews the missiles to death.
Yay! Jubilee did something.
It's funny. If you ever come to the Milwaukee airport, we have it's only special to our airport. When you go through security and you have to put your stuff together, they call it the recombobulation area.
Oh, you Wisconsians.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And then they give you a complimentary slice of cheese.
Yeah, so what?
Yeah, go
what
Pat, go.
consists of the discombobulation area? Like, is there anything extra special about it, or no, just what you shared?
No, it just has that sign, and that's no one else has that sign that says recombobulation area. Usually it's just say like,
sorry.
It's
yeah,
interesting.
yeah.
Only in Milwaukee.
Only in
Yep.
Milwaukee. What I liked about the scene here, though, too, with the missiles, it reminded me. I think it was very much inspired. I know X2 wasn't out yet,
Oh,
but
X2,
it seems
yeah.
very much like X2 with the
You're right.
missiles flying at the jet stuff.
Oh yeah. Oh, so okay. Question about Storm's hair in the movie. Is it because of the previous episode here? Because in the animation, that's justice, but in the movie, like the straight white hair with the bangs, like why is
Do
it
you
because
know
of this? Like
she basically
I
had
don't
Courtney
know.
Cox's bangs from Scream
yes,
3. That's what it
Yeah,
was. Like
it was
Halle Berry
bad.
with that wigs on. It was like
it's
if
the
Babs
bangs of
got old and
regret.
forgot about to care for her wig. Like,
But the action scene here was pretty good. Thank you, Kevin, for pointing that out because
Yeah.
um, I remember that around this time I was more into not this show. I'm sorry, not not this show, but the movies in the 2000s. Was it 2000s the movie when the movie started?
Yep.
Yeah.
The
First
first
one,
one was
first
Yeah.
one was
2000.
2000.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so but also because I was doing drag at the time that I forgot about the animated series, I forgot about the comic books, and the beauty of commercialism. The movies got me. That's what it got me. So that's why the
Yeah.
action in this one was one that I really appreciated. Something nice about the show. All right, checking
Aw,
that
you
off
said
my
something
list.
nice. Yep. I like having somebody on my side against you too.
I didn't say I hate it.
Yeah,
did you
I
watch
don't
it all
hate
the way
it.
through, Jordan? Did you watch it all the
Well,
way through?
yes, I did. I have my rating ready for this one. I have my
Okay,
rating.
okay,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. No. I meant like the entire
the whole
series,
series.
the whole
No,
series.
Oh,
See,
no.
because it gets so better. And season 3 and
it
4
gets
are so good.
so.
I've jumped around because of certain references. Thanks to the uncanny experience, by the way, seeing the different cosplays, and then I learned about and I asked them from where is this from, and then they will tell me, and the fans see here's the thing, the fans of Evolution know the season and the episode and maybe down to the minute of when they got inspired to cosplay that
Mm,
character, which is so
yeah.
interesting. And that's where plug in X-Men 101, my podcast with Colby Melvin, we ask people where they got their inspiration from, and fans of Evolution are very specific when they refer to
Hmm,
something from the show. That's what I'm learning.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a generation, I think.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, do you like X-23?
What's that? Kidding. No, that's she was introduced in Evolutions.
Yeah.
She already knew. She already knew.
she, she was introduced in Evolutions, and then she was invented by she's a what is that called, the test tube baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we
Weapon
got
X. Yeah.
Firestar, we got Harley Quinn, and then the third was X-23. Like we got some
Yeah.
amazing
Yeah.
characters from television first that comics decided let's bring them in.
Yeah, well, also because my feeling about this show is also based on my age and when it came out.
Sure.
So,
Yeah.
I
I'm
get it.
being
Yeah.
the oldest in this group.
You're older than you look. It's amazing. Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm older than yes.
Yeah,
Yes, I
yeah.
know that took me for a
You
minute
were
too, but I get what
younger
you meant.
than you look. Yeah.
But I got it. Yes. Thank you. And
Yeah,
I'm
Yes.
loving this
yeah,
hair. So yeah,
yeah.
it comes with, the when the original series came out, I was trying to be the cool kid in the club scene when I started doing drag. When the original series came out. And then when this series came out, I already left that scene and then came back. So it was again uncool to be watching the show. And the movie was the cooler thing to do. That's why.
Hmm.
Mm,
Yeah.
I totally get it.
When I was
yeah.
your age.
I'd love to
Grandma.
actually see some of your Club Kid era
Oh,
stuff.
oh
I'm
my
really
gosh, my club
insane.
kid hairs. But that's another conversation.
Okay. All right. Cannonball uses gum to hotwire the jet. Gum, you perverts, gum. Bobby tries to blast off, but the jet short circuits. Lance throws up his dinner as the jet falls towards Earth. Bobby pokes his head out the sunroof and uses his ice powers to create a ramp. The jet blasts back into the sky and regains power. The X jet is chased by even more jets now. Lance pushes Bobby aside and uses his power to cause the cliff sides to quake. It stops the missiles, but not the pursuing. Wait, it stops the pursuing jets, but not the missiles. I
So
totally
question
said that right.
question for Sean, since I think you like comic books. So is this is, is this episode pulled from any of the its original?
Most of
Ah,
X Men Evolution just
Yeah.
lightly taps on the back door of the comic books. It doesn't really. It kind of just says something.
okay.
Like X-Men Evolution the best way to describe X-Men Evolution is that it's basically like remember when the Flash came to CW and like the Arrow
Yes.
came to CW and they basically made their own universe with their characters?
Mm-hmm.
That's basically what X-Men Evolution is. Like it's a CW show. Like they took a lot of villains, all that stuff, characters, and but nothing really is. I mean, they've got a lot of backstory from it, but a lot of their stories are just brand new.
Oh, okay.
You feel different, Kevin?
No, I think that's about right. I mean, I don't know all the comics to like be able to make. I think it's very much inspired by the movies, and I feel like
Yeah.
that is where the basis is of everything.
Ah, okay. Well, credit to the writers then,
Yeah.
because then for me that well, yeah, that's originality. Another thing to check off the
Yeah.
list.
See, and that was why I never finished the series because it was really hard to go from X Men '92, which was so like we're just jizzing all over you comic book readers, to we're just gonna do our own thing. And I was like, this doesn't feel like X-Men, but I'm glad to be watching it all the way through this time and finally watching it to completion.
And there's a certain freedom in that. There's a certain way to be
Yeah.
creative with that, which is kind of cool. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's very cool how they like made Storm and Wolverine like the mentors, all that stuff. Like it's like a different take on stuff like that. It's very that era teeny bopper show. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like that's
The
exactly what
the
it is, and that's what they were trying to fit. And I think they did a good job at that. And that's what they were trying to do. So, bam. Sorry.
yeah, the teen angst, the emos, the ravers. This was the time. And I was going
It
in a
really
different
was.
direction, but anyway.
It was very
Yep.
influenced by Buffy too. You know,
Hmm.
like a lot.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I
because
did
Buffy's such
enjoy
a
that.
great show.
Yeah, yeah.
But so is
Um,
Charlie.
Yeah.
What's
Thank
Charm?
you. Phoebe season 4 bangs. Ta-da!
Somebody likes Charmed.
Yeah.
All right, should I read what's next?
Yep.
Okay. So Kitty takes over and demands Bobby to guide them towards a mesa. Two missiles close in on the jet, and Kitty faced them through the mesa just in time to ditch the missiles. And Kitty falls back exhausted, and Lance catches her, and they share a come duck me look. I th- I thought it was sweet.
It
Oh,
was.
you saved me, even though you still smell like vomit.
Right?
I don't have any stories about vomit.
Oh,
Good.
okay. But you guys, we did forgot to mention how amazing Bobby was with just creating this ice ramp for this humongous jet. And what is he, a new mutant? And he did that. Sorry, I just had to blow some gas off Bobby's ass while we were here. So
No, yeah,
apologies.
yeah.
Because he
Yeah,
had
it was a
He
cool
would like
move.
that.
himself.
And they
He
weren't
liked that a lot, actually.
They weren't giving any water or anything. So I mean, like, it was pretty impressive of his powers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because he wanted to show off. He wants to make sure that no one has anything bad to say about him.
Exactly.
And see, he doesn't show any feelings for Kitty here. Only
None.
the jet.
Maybe more for Cannonball. No,
But so that's the other thing is it almost felt like if we had the phrase toxic masculinity back then, it felt like that's what Bobby was trying to exude, because
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
know
Cover
the
up.
other side of that.
Yeah.
Well, now we
Mhm.
know. The more you know.
The more you know.
Everyone did it.
All right, Kevin, bring us home, girl. Bring us home.
All right. Back at the manor, Xavier, Logan, and Scott are dumbfounded at the state of the Blackbird. Scott automagically, that's a term that I learned from Phantasmic in Disney World. So the doors will magically open towards you. Anyway, Scott automagically assumes it was Lance Alvers. Lance is the boot to take the fall when Bobby, Sam, and Jubes enter and fess up. It was us. Enter Nightcrawler, primed and ready to wax the jet. He is dismayed to see the jet in ruins. No! Xavier excuses Cut from his punishment. He puts Sam, Jubes, and Bobby on cleanup duty. Whatever it's called. What's it called? Their no. Whatever it is. What's it called when you're on starts with a P though? Anyway.
Probation?
Probation, thank you. Your probation is starting. Lance announces he is going back to the Brotherhood. I'm leaving. You people suck to me. The X-Men are too high maintenance. Kitty stops him to give him a goodbye kiss. Lance gets hard, and he makes his orgasm face.
And I'm just going to point out one more time, Bobby, Jubilee, and Sam literally stole 3 vehicles and ruined every single one of them. And, well, not only that, but all they get is cleanup duty. They're not even threatened to go home to their parents. Evan accidentally got thrown on a table and spilled some lunches. These people did actual property damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're bitches.
They're rich bitches.
Being truant.
They come from rich families. They're paying the tuition.
Yeah, that's what I guess. Okay, that's what it comes with that time where the one that looked not human is the one that was punished the most, but the ones that look human are kind of like, just slap on the wrist kind of. It was that era where when if you looked different, then yeah, we're going to single you out. So that's why I thought, Kurt's punishment was more prolonged and severe than, these three. But
That's true.
that's the serious side of of this opinion.
Yep.
I have thoughts.
Do you also think though that it could have been that Nightcrawler is should have known better maybe for doing the things that he done, and these are like newer students or something? I don't know. I am not Team Xavier by any means at all. But I don't know. I feel like because he's a second year student that he got a horrible, a worse punishment.
So I have a story about
Maybe.
Xavier.
What?
I have a story about Professor Xavier.
What did he do to you as a
Oh
white fan?
no.
No.
He didn't do anything to me, but I don't know why. But the cosplayer at Uncanny Experience as Professor Xavier, when I was the
Yes.
Goblin Queen that night, I don't know why I just said, "Can I sit on your lap?" and, and I asked one of the photographers to take a picture. I don't know why. And I sat on his lap, and I was so happy.
Good. You should
Jordan,
be.
my favorite part about you at Uncanny Experience too was when Kevin was describing your Goblin Queen outfit, and he was like, "It's a sheet." Like,
It's a bed sheet.
I was like, "Well, we wore that sheet. We wore the fuck out of that sheet. All right." I was like,
You wore that shit.
That's right. I did.
Yeah.
I did. I wore it at night and then I wore it in the day.
snap, snap, snap,
That's
snap,
weird.
snap, my friend.
Yep.
It was held together by safety pins, really, because
See?
that's the thing about
On a roll.
cosplay. If you approach it from the perspective of a kid playing dress up, your creativity just opens up. When kids let their imaginations just run amok, 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 amok.
Come on.
Yes, it's just you just come up with all these things. So that's why Uncanny was so fun to just be the Whisper Queen, Goblin Queen, and finally get that close to Kevin, but still with clothes
Nice.
on. Well,
Yeah.
bed
Yeah.
sheets. So
Bed
Bed
sheets.
sheets.
the comments that I get from the video, the DMs I get from that video. But anyway,
Oh,
Like,
I
oh,
love
Kevin,
that.
oh, he's such a cool guy. Nothing happened.
Aw.
Aw.
Okay,
All right.
I think I responded right away, and I was like, "These are two of my favorites. So thank you so much for making this video. Like, this is the best." And all I think you literally put with Jordan was tee hee. Like, and thank you, yeah.
All
Okay.
right. So let's talk about how we like this episode and rate it. Britishly bitchin' like Emma. Pretty cool like Iceman. Australian Wolverine. You kind of love it, but kind of hate it. Fat and sweaty like Jubilee. Are unspeakable like X-Men Origins Deadpool.
She's not fat and sweaty.
If you go back and watch
Chunky.
season 1 of the original X-Men, Gambit calls her fat and or sweaty
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
many
They insult her
times.
so much, and that's where it
I
comes
did
from.
watch season 1, but yeah.
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 Okay. Oh, me?
Jordan,
Am I
go
supposed to start?
first. Yeah.
Ladies first.
Yeah.
So, this is a lukewarm Australian Wolverine. You kind of love it, but kind of hate it.
Okay.
And,
Okay.
and I think this because of the feelings. Uh, it was a little triggering, but in a funny way. It brought me back to high school, the bullies in high school who were hot at the time, but the last time I looked them up on Facebook, they're not. But that's not the point. The point is, the point is that we have come a long way comparing this episode to episode 5 of X-Men 97. The storytelling has evolved. Ooh, I used the word evolve.
Ah!
There's a what? An evolution. But that's what I meant is at that time, if I was the target demographic for the show, I would have loved this show, especially the clothing, the language they use, the music, and the action scene with with those jets for that time. Yeah, I mean, I was amazed. I just rewatched it again this afternoon. Um, so yeah, but because of how it made me feel and brought me back to the not so pretty past of 80s high school, that's why it's in the middle. It's in the
Okay.
middle.
Okay.
I don't hate it.
Yeah.
I don't hate it.
But you don't love
Okay.
it.
Kind of like Los Angeles. I like LA. I miss LA.
Yeah.
Well, unironically, I gave it a pretty cool like Iceman just because it's not the best thing I've ever seen, but compared to especially those last two episodes, African Storm and Adrift, this was a like nice cool breeze. This was a walk in the park. I could enjoy this one a little bit more. So compared to the other episodes in the series so far, I'm giving it pretty cool like Iceman.
Who's next?
You.
Me?
Lasagna Man.
Well, lasagna man. Comment. No, I am. This episode. I mean, it was not high stakes or anything, but I think it was a good time. I enjoyed getting to see some of the side characters do some things, especially Iceman.
Yeah.
And while Cyclops was kind of being judgy and everything like that, I feel like it's very
Kind of?
true to his character. No, yeah, I know, yes, but it's very true to his character, especially knowing his history with Lance and the things that he's done in the past, or the way he's cheated in the past. It makes very much sense. But he was also the first to apologize when he knew he was wrong. He's like, I have to apologize more than anybody else. He admitted his faults, and that's something that I love about Cyclops in this. I'm like, he's such a stand-up guy when he knows he's been doing something shitty. Just saying.
You're right. You're right.
But yeah, I am going to get. Yeah. So I'm going to give this a pretty cool like Iceman as well. I mean, because yeah, Iceman.
Well, I also chose Equal
What?
Iceman. Just for the factor that, let's be honest, we got Bobby. He was doing a lot more. He was becoming a little bit more of a side main character, a mainish character. So I really liked it a lot. I also like to see his powers a little bit more. I'm a huge Iceman stan, so I give it pretty cool like Iceman.
Cool. Like Iceman.
Exactly.
For MXP, I gave it to Lance, actually. I was surprised, but Lance is actually, like, the best person in this episode. Like, without him, they wouldn't have gotten on the jet and saved the day.
But did he save the day? Because who landed it?
Well, Kitty actually kind of saved the day.
Yeah. Kitty was doing her duty. Yeah.
Also
Yeah.
going through that thing, we've never seen her do anything like that before,
Yeah,
Yeah.
we never see her.
Period.
Okay, I see what you did there, Jordan.
I love her in the movies.
I mean, all 7 characters that played her. Like,
Right.
But yeah, I give this to the MXP would be actually Bobby and Jubilee for me.
Okay.
I can see that.
Yeah, I also like because Bobby is questionable at this time. I love him.
Yeah.
It makes me believe I can turn them straight.
There you go. My MXP was Avalanche Alvers. Avalanche. I call him Avalanche.
Avalanche.
let's take that from
Yeah.
the episodes.
So, because I mean, this episode was really his story. It's his arc, his coming to Jesus moment. Like, I want to see something different. Well, I like a girl. I want to try something different. But it's showing that he's not just a bad guy. He does have really cool thoughts, and he's capable of things, and yeah, he's doing stuff. So, yeah, it's good.
My MX, I know this is gonna be shocking, but my MXP is, I'm sorry, Bobby Drake. I just like to see him more represented, all that stuff, and like we've mentioned before, I like that he's questionable in this series. Like, you don't know if he is gay or straight, which is amazing. So let's keep it
Is he
that way.
gay or European?
Oh, bravo, Kevin.
Yep.
But yeah, Bobby, definitely. We got to see more of his powers and just how cool he actually can be.
Cool. How about the X Factor? Does anybody want to go first for that?
Sure, I'll go since it's a segue. Because I chose Avalanche Alvers as my MXP, I made Bobby my X Factor. And so, because, yeah, he's being the class clown, he's using his powers, he turned to full ice even. He did his full ice form and did the ice slides. He got to do a lot, and I think this is the most development we've seen of him in any animated show thus far. Maybe if you count even Spider-Man and Friends, he was in Spider-Man and Friends, but I think
there was no development in Spider-Man and Friends.
There was none.
So this is the most development for him in an animated form, I think, thus far. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Spider-Man and Friends was so inaccurate that, like, literally, I believe that who was it?
He was literally like a snowman. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, like, even when they brought the X-Men in it, they brought who is Warpath's brother?
Thunderbird.
They brought Thunderbird in it, and Thunderbird's power was to transform into animals.
Oh no!
So that tells you how accurate their comic book renditions were back in the day. So,
wow.
For me, I guess it would be Jubilee because it showed the potential of her powers that
Yeah.
I didn't see in the original animated series. And then fast forward to 97 where we see her alternate reality version. What's her name again?
Abraxia?
Abscissa.
Abscissa. Yeah, Abscess.
I remember things.
her version, the potential, and then which takes me to how she blew up half of what's his face.
Mojo.
No.
Bastion.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh yeah. My X Factor is getting to see teenagers living basically in the Batcave with all these freaking vehicles. Like, I can't tell you how many times in the comics the younger teams have like gotten into shit and like they've had to be saved or get themselves out of it. So this is very representative of a continuing thread we see in the comics.
Shawn, that's very, very true. I completely agree. Chris Yost actually is one of the producers for this, and he did all of the new X-Men things. So it's like basically in the new X-Men, they always fuck shit up that they had to fix at the end. So like you're absolutely right. Like he basically took this into a different level. Mine, yep. I'm sorry, but I have to go with the opposite of Kevin. He chose Bobby. I'm going to actually choose Avalanche. I thought it was actually pretty amazing. The X Factor had to be Avalanche wanting to do better to get his kitty, as they say.
Winky.
But I just thought that it was good that he was willing to change everything to be with the girl that he wanted to be. So it was very CW, very all that. So that's what I'm going to choose. It's my.
It's Grease.
It was very Grease. You're right. Yeah, Grease 1, Grease 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is basically Grease 3, but with me.
All right. And for our previously on this week, I kept it simple. Who would win in a fight, Cannonball or Iceman? I'm saying Iceman, and I already figured out in my mind how he would do it. I did. It works. It's happening.
I would say
But would be able
Iceman
to
too.
stop it though? If it's
I think Iceman would.
Force or something, or no? I don't know.
He's invulnerable when he's blasting, but I feel like Iceman could erect a huge chunk of ice around Cannonball, slowing his momentum, so he wouldn't be able to penetrate as easily, and he would eventually just come to a stop.
When I
It's not
saw
that
that
you
you
have to
had,
think about it.
Enjoy your fortress of solitude.
oh my. Honestly, when you said this, it made me think of like one of my favorite comics ever, which is Blinded by the Light. It was like shortly right before Messiah Complex, when Cannonball was literally like hurt. Like Cannonball and Iceman were on the same team. It was Rogue's team of X-Men that she first led, which was like Mystique, Cable, Sunfire, Lady Mastermind, and maybe like a few other people. Iceman, of course, too. And but like they got like really hurt. Cannonball did, and there was like a whole comic where it was just Cannonball in an emergency room, like bed, like fully like the only thing that was covered was his groin, and he had like the most amazing six pack. It was drawn by Frank Cho. It was like the most amazing thing in the world, and I literally felt like I was like, all right, this is a porno about to happen. This is a porno. Like the entire comic that was Bobby and Cannonball was just them like talking and like. One was sitting next to the bed. The other one was in the emergency room bed. All this stuff. I was like, this is a porno about to happen. And I cannot wait.
How's your leg? Do you mean to rub your leg while you're in the bed there?
Exactly. I was like, Frank, you know how to do it, my friend. Oh, my goodness. You drew it beautifully. Oh, goodness. Highly recommend it.
Yeah.
Someone check it out. But I would say that Iceman would win. Sorry, that was my. I had to say that. Sorry.
Oh yeah, I said
How about you,
Iceman.
Kevin?
Yeah, Iceman. Yeah, Iceman.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
that was my first thought immediately.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like
He's an
Iceman would
Omega.
also
It
make
isn't,
doubles of himself.
He's an Omega, and Cannonball's not an Omega yet, right?
right.
Mm-mm.
So, yeah.
They thought he was what did they call it? An Eternal at one
Oh,
point?
yes,
but
they did,
He's
they
not.
did.
It was a lie.
During what?
All right.
That comic.
The time has come to introduce Jordan to Danger Room Divas.
Come on, Gambit, can't you make this program a little tougher?
Oh, it's no gameplay. It's the danger room. It's where we train.
Danger Room Divas.
Simulation complete.
Oh yeah, that.
Jordan, who do you want to go up against?
Go up against one of you
Yeah.
Yep.
for what?
For
Wrestling?
Danger Room Divas.
What?
Oh, Jordan, I would
So we're
wrestle
gonna-
you any day.
Raw chicken and
Yes.
foie gras wrestling? I've never done it.
If
I
you
love
want to get in my
wrestling.
van anytime, like I know how to entice you. I learned from Kevin.
All right, let's.
Yeah.
I've already gone against Kevin, so how about Ryan?
Oh, Ryan.
Oh my gosh!
All right.
I don't know what we're
Jordan.
doing, and I
You
love
can
it.
choose. Would you rather be a hero or a villain?
Villain.
Okay. So I'm going to randomly assign each of you a character, and then you're going to be randomly assigned a situation, and you have to argue in 30 seconds why your character would be better at that situation.
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Let's do this. So I'm spinning right now for Jordan.
I'm
How
gonna
about?
her.
And it is Juggernaut.
Oh, okay. That's a good one. Do I get to retake if I don't like my first one? No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Storm. Actually,
Let's
you got
do
Storm
it.
before.
All right. I have had Storm, but I don't mind.
All right. So Storm
what's
versus
the,
Juggernaut.
What's the situation? Oh, that's what you're doing.
No, but I was against Storm in the other one.
Yeah, I had Storm.
Who would cheat at board games?
Oh.
All right, let me get a timer ready.
Who would cheat at board games?
Yeah. All right, Jordan, do you want to go first or second?
I can go first.
All right.
Oh, shit. I'm actually kind of scared.
Okay, ready, set, go.
I would cheat at board games because I don't have brains. I'm just full of mass. I just ram into things. So if you ask me to fight the goddess of thunder in one universe, plug, what if? Excellent show. Episode. Hard. But yeah, I wouldn't know how to fight her, so I would cheat.
Time. That's fair. That's a good argument. All right, Ryan, you ready?
All right, I'm ready. Okay. The reason that I'm sorry, and go ahead.
Go.
The reason that I would win is because not only do I have the luck of draw of anything, but I, as the queen of the weather, I could actually move the pieces on the board to actually go to whatever I want without the other player knowing. I know that's not very Storm-like, but if we need to actually win a battle, Storm would definitely win.
Time.
And I wouldn't catch it because I'm dumb.
Yeah. You know you're supposed to be being Juggernaut, right? No?
Yeah. I wouldn't catch it.
All right, cool. Well, Jordan, we are so happy that we got you to come on this episode and talk to us. Where can the people find you?
Backpage. I'm kidding. No, it's banned. There's no more Backpage. I'm kidding. And I do it for free. Wait. What's the question? Instagram, The Girl with a Great Smile, and also my website, TheGirlWithTheGreatSmile.com. I think I'm also on Blue Sky since everything else is going to go to hell. So why not do another app?
Yeah.
And also on TikTok, where I test out my videos.
Nice.
Your videos are great too. Your content is so good. Yeah, and your podcast.
Oh, that's
X-Men
right.
101.
Sorry, Colby, I forgot. X-Men 101, now available on major streaming platforms.
Nice. All right, how about you, Ryan? Where can the people find you?
You guys can find me in the Solving for X comments or at RYEORIO on Instagram or Ryan Eorio on Facebook. Hope to see you guys soon.
Nice. And Kevin?
Yeah, you can find... Kevin! You can find me at Instagram, KJEEZY87, or the other podcast I do, Words of the Witches, with Shawn, doing charmed things.
Woohoo! You can find us Solving for X on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. You can find me under Shawn Perrette on any of those also. And I'm so excited to say you can find me on Grey Malkin Lane on their Patreon.
Yes.
for their last episode, January 1st, we talked about the Executioner, where we learned that it wasn't just me. Everybody was like, yeah, it's not Executioner, it's Executioner. Where the fuck is the other E? Fuck you.
Thank you. I've been always wondering the past few years.
Yeah. All right, sexy Xy's, thank you for listening, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
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 Bye. Thank you so much, Jordan.